Today, guys, we have 10 Funko Pops to talk about that are going up in value. Hey everyone, welcome back to a new video. I do hope you're enjoying your day today. So trending Funko news is back. We have a lot of really great ones to go over today. As always, if you guys are enjoying these trending Funko Pop videos and want to see them more often, make sure to hit that like button down below. And of course, leave a comment down below of a Funko Pop you've noticed going up. Now, before we jump into things, I do want to go ahead and ask the question of the day, which is, do you have a Funko Pop or character that loves food, like really loves food? And I'm gonna go with Luffy. Like, this man loves eating. He literally has food. Okay, let's go and kick things off with the Invincible Funko Pops. We have two today. First up, for Adam Eve, she is being featured in this series again. This one's been going pretty crazy. So estimated value around $85. It did actually jump up to that $100 range, then drop back down to 85. However, you can see recent sales over on the right there. I kind of have them swapped on this one by accident. Sorry about that. But the green are the sales. $128, $130, $140, and $115. And there's several more like that. And then we also have current listings around $125 up to $160. So I would say based off the listings and the sold ones, this one's more around the $120 range minimum, honestly. And as far as we know right now, there are no restocks coming. Of course, anything is possible. I won't completely rule it out because this is a very popular franchise with Funko. However, she has not had a restock in a while, and even though she does have a brand new pop that's coming out, I think at the end of this month, and some of the pops have been hitting stores, that's still not enough to bring down this one's value because the newer Adam Eve is just her armored look from the Conquest fight, so it's completely different essentially. The first one is her normal hero look that a lot of people prefer. I just personally think it's always crazy to see like a common that you saw for 12 bucks at one point push past $100 like this. Okay, speaking of Invincible Funko Pops, we do have the Rex Splode Chase here, estimated value around $70. Has been actually selling a little bit lower than that. We have some sales around $56, $70, $56, and $42. And then current listings range from $45 up to $70, and we have some $50 ones in there. Let me know if you do own this Chase. So this is one of those things, again, with the Chase situation where, you know, you can buy 6 over at Funko or, you know, some places that might guarantee a Chase, but you have to spend all that money and then hope to sell the other like 4 commons if you're keeping the set for like maybe 10, 12 bucks each, because who's going to buy it for retail when they can go get it for retail, you know? So a lot of people just prefer to buy the Chase and not deal with selling all the extras, and this is how we get this value. And of course, this is obviously a pretty popular character in the Invincible universe, and if you're caught up with the show, then you know why this one would have a little bit more value too. Okay, next up, a little bit of a newer release is CM Punk and Larry here. So I wanted to give this one a few weeks to kind of gain some value after its initial drop. Estimated value around $290. Been selling a little bit lower than that, I will say. $172 sale, $209, $215, and $220. And then current listings, one high one at $300, a couple 220s, and then like a 210 one. So in my opinion, this one's more around the $200, $220 range. Definitely not close to $300 currently. You can find plenty lower than that price. However, once those lower listings start to get eaten up, I'd imagine this one will go up higher. CM Punk is a very popular wrestler. People always want new Funko Pops of him, so I can definitely see this one going up. And obviously it has a lot of sentiment too in the pop itself, which is pretty cool. And also keep in mind that it's only 750 pieces to begin with. Next up, we have a couple NFT selections here. So first up, from the Batman line from the Dark Knight trilogy, we have Harvey Dent. This one was limited to 999 pieces. I don't remember how many were actually redeemed, but it's possible it was lower than that number. So estimated value $370, hasn't been updated in a few months. Recent sales, we had a couple or best offers accepted around the $500 range. And in current listings, there's not a lot available between eBay, Whatnot, and Mercari. $550, $850, $1,300, and $850, and then the other marketplaces are roughly around the $500 and up range. So I would say this is at minimum around $500. It's kind of hard to gauge with the NFTs when the values kind of range, because like I said, there's listings in here from $550 up to almost $1,500. So it's definitely above $500. It just really depends what people are willing to pay for it at this point. I'm sure this one's going to fluctuate a lot as newer ones come to the market. But at the end of the day, this has no chance of restocking at all, and there's probably under like 25, maybe 30 on the market right now. A lot of people are keeping it in their collection. And like I said, it's possible that not all of them were redeemed in the first place, so there could be less than the sticker showing. Okay, so another NFT exclusive we had comes from Stranger Things, and we have Karen here. So estimated value around $610. You can see where it jumped up like crazy. That giant line just went straight up, pretty much doubled in value there. Recent sales, $699, $650, $625, and $600 in the last few weeks. And then current listings of what I could find range from $650 up to $900 almost. And there were some listed higher than that and around the same range. So this one is absolutely at minimum around a $600 pop now, which is just crazy. The finale of Stranger Things really skyrocketed most of the collection, so if you own the entire set, you have a lot of value on your hands. Okay, next up for my anime fans, from Fruits Basket, haven't talked about these pops in a long time, we have Kyo with Cat here, estimated value around $38. It's been selling a little bit higher than that though, mostly around the $50 to $55 range, and then current listings are around the $45 to $50 range too, so roughly the same. So obviously not a huge jump like some of the other pops we were talking about, maybe like $10 to $15 in value here, but I wanted to mention it anyways. I like to mention the low value jumps too. Let me know if you own Kyo here. Next up from the boys, we have Soldier Boy. So last week, if I'm not mistaken, I think I talked about the Funko glow-in-the-dark Soldier Boy. Now we have the regular common here, estimated value around $45. Recent sales, $50, $45, $43, and $49 there. And then current listings are also reflecting that $40 to $50 range. Now there's two main things as to why this one's going up in value. Soldier Boy has just been making moves in the boys. Like with his screen time, he does not miss. The character is awesome, he's hilarious, and people love him. And of course, he's also Jensen Ackles, which people love from Supernatural, obviously. So I'm assuming those are the two main reasons why people are buying up both of his Funko Pops. Now though, I haven't noticed a ton of Funko Pops from the boys like set going up in value, to be honest, which I was a little surprised about given we're at the final season, and you know, I just really thought more would go up. But of course, we have a couple episodes left, so someone could perish, you know, we don't know, and skyrocket their pop's value, so we'll see in the coming weeks, but for now, it's just Soldier Boy mostly. All right, moving on for horror fans, we do have Ghostface here. We do have the Diamond Collection, Funko Shop exclusive, so this is like a Valentine's Day themed one. Estimated value around $65 there. Recent sales, $45, $55. We also have a $64 and a $65 sale, and then current listings are around $60 to $65. Personally, guys, I cannot believe this one has this much value. Like, it's almost 5 times retail. Like, I understand people are like diehard Ghostface fans. I just, I personally think this one looks so bad. And maybe I'm in the minority there, I don't know. But I am just shocked. Like, literally shocked. This one sold out as fast as it did, and it has this much value. That is just crazy to me. Next up, we have a Bitty Pop Town that a follower of mine sent over letting me know was going up in value, and that was the Bob's Burger Town there, which was pretty interesting for sure. So recent sales, $35, $35, $35, and $27, and then current listings, which there's not a lot of these out there, $35, $55, and $43. Now, of course, it's possible you could probably find it a little bit cheaper, but you know, these Bitty Pop Towns, they're under $10 at retail, so it's kind of crazy to see this selling even this high. And if I'm not mistaken, this was one of like the first runs of the Bitty Pop Towns maybe, and you know, Bob's Burger, a lot of the pops are up there in value. So maybe that's why people just love their Bob's Burger, and this was one of the first like Bitty Pop Towns that they made. I don't know, but I found it pretty interesting, so I wanted to throw it in this trending video. Let me know if you guys own this. Okay, so our final pop today we have is another Michael Jackson pop. I talked about some in my previous video. I want to talk about another one that's jumping up, and that is the Bad cover here. Estimated value $20, has not been updated in a while. Obviously, since the movie has released, a lot of the pops have been going up. Recent sales, $95, $55, another $100 sale, and then $70 there. And then what I could find of listings included $98 on a bid, $57, and $95 over on Mercari. So obviously this one is no longer $20, and there's not a lot of stock available currently. Will Funko restock it? Possibly. The Michael Jackson movie is already huge, and it's only gonna gain more money at the box office. I watched it myself. I really enjoyed the movie. Usually I'm not big on watching those kinds of movies. However, I watched the Elvis movie. I enjoyed it. I watched the Michael movie. I really enjoyed it. So, you know, I encourage you guys, if you're hesitant about the Michael movie, watch it. Like, do I think it's a perfect telling of like the first half of his life? No, probably. I'm not a Michael Jackson diehard fan, so I don't know every little thing, but I know people have their issues with it. But coming from someone who just kind of enjoys the music when it comes on, it was a really good movie. Well guys, that wraps up another trending Funko Pop news episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to let me know in the comments below if you do own any of the pops that we did talk about today. I think out of everything today, I think we just have Kyo in our collection, well, Bailey's collection specifically. Other than that, I do not have any of the other pops here. Like, would I love the Harvey Dent NFT for my Batman, like, Dark Knight trilogy set? Absolutely. But I don't think I'm gonna spend that much on that Harvey Dent pop. I might just get a variation. But yeah, guys, let me know if you own any of the selections from today's video. I'm gonna end off the video here now by saying a big shout out to all the awesome Patreon supporters of the channel. You guys are amazing for supporting myself and the channel. If you guys are interested and want to check out the Patreon, the link is down below. We have a Patreon Discord where we share a lot of information, news, restocks, updates, links, and more. And finally, make sure to follow me on all my social medias at Skittlerampage over on Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, and my Facebook page, so you can stay up to date. All right, love you guys. See you guys in the next one. See you guys later. Bye.